Hi everyone, Andrew for Android Central here in New York City, where today Samsung officially unveiled their Touchwiz update for the Galaxy Tab 10.1. We're going to do a quick walkthrough here to show you some new features in the update. The first thing you're going to notice is your home dock looks a little bit different down here. What is this button? You ask? Well, let me click it and I'll show you. It's a native screen capture button, which is very cool. Something that I'd like to see on all phones and all tablets, but we're glad that Samsung included that in the update. Down here, you pull up the tray and you've got the standard Samsung quick settings. They look the same as on every Samsung smartphone, so if you've ever used a Samsung smartphone, you're going to be very comfortable with how this Touchwiz looks. Colors are vibrant, everything pops. And I know that Touchwiz gets a bad rap sometimes, but it looks like everything's really fully baked and ready for prime time on the Galaxy Tab. Scrolling through the home screens, you can see some of the widgets. You've got an email, AP Mobile, bookmarks, clock, weather, gallery, social hub, calendar, the usual suspects, but everything looks pretty zippy. Everything's really responsive. One thing I noticed with my tab on stock was that it tended to slow down with a lot of apps running in the background. So we'll see how Touchwiz holds up, but for right now it looks pretty snappy. Let me open the app drawer. You'll see that Words with Friends comes pre-installed now. Interesting choice, but we won't complain because we're huge fans. Samsung App Store, that was there previously. We've got Social Hub. I haven't set it up yet, but when you do, it'll aggregate all of your accounts. So we've got Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, your email, your ActiveSync, Exchange, everything there. So it'll kind of aggregate all that information and show up on this handy little widget here. We've got videos, Google Music comes pre-installed, Google Books, nothing out of the ordinary here. A photo editor, Samsung's own photo editor. We showed you Social Hub, Pen Memo. This is something that Samsung went over today that I'd like to show you if I can figure out how to work it. So if you start a new memo, you can draw notes. Really cool. You can use a stylus, you could use your finger, or you could use the keyboard. So that's a nice pre-installed app to have in a pinch. Before I go any further, let me show you perhaps the most important update with Touchwiz is this quick tray. This app tray full of some commonly used apps that Samsung has included. It's pretty unobtrusive. You have to press this arrow to let it show, but you've got a task manager, calendar, the world clock, pen memo that I just showed you, a calculator, and a music player. The interesting thing about this is when you pull up the calculator, it'll open right on top of the screen. It doesn't open like an app. It opens right on top of whatever you're doing in the background, so you could do some quick calculations, exit out, and you're right back to where you started. No need to go into the task manager and find the calculator. That is right there. So that is something that I really like. Let me show you Media Hub real quick. This is Samsung's Media Hub. You've seen this before on Samsung smartphones, but this will have movies, TV shows, and all other media that you've purchased from Samsung, and it'll sync between all of your Samsung devices. Everything will be kept in the cloud, so let's say you bought a movie on your Infuse and you want to watch it on your Galaxy Tab, it'll show up there. And it'll give you the option to download it locally, so you can watch it without a Wi-Fi connection, which is always a good option to have. The Touchwiz also brings some new security features, some enterprise security features that are pretty hard to demo. They didn't even demo them today at the event because it's kind of all built into the system. But Samsung says that it'll bring your Galaxy Tab to a whole new level of enterprise security. So if that's something you're interested in, you might want to take a look. Again, this update is optional, so you have the option not to take it. And Samsung has yet to outline a plan of reverting back to stock, which probably means that it's going to take some hoops to jump through to do so. So you might want to think about that before you jump into the update. Samsung has also said that Touchwiz will do nothing to affect future updates to Android, so you shouldn't be worried about that, according to Samsung. That's a quick walkthrough right now. We'll delve further and delve deeper in the coming days. But for now, I'll put it through its paces and see what happens. Again, the update will be available on August 5th for everyone through the system update. This is Andrew for Android Central, and this is your first look at Touchwiz on the Galaxy Tab.